Shalom, Israel. I hope everyone is having a good day. I need to make this video because a lot of us still don't understand what we're going through. They don't understand why this is happening to us and what's going on in the world right now, what's going on in the world right now, specifically as it pertains to us. As I say, a lot of us still don't know who we really are. A lot of us still think we African Americans, even though that term didn't come around until the late mid 1980s. A lot of us still calling ourselves black, Negroes, all these bywords. They don't know who we really are. Now, you can tell them that we the Hebrew Israelites, and they'll think you crazy or in the cult. See, what they'll do, they'll prefer to accept the label that the oppressor has given us instead of reading and researching who we really are now. Until we can understand and realize who we really are, we ain't gonna be able to realize why this stuff is why we're going through this stuff and why we've always going through this stuff. But I want to make this video again, touch on this subject again, to why this is happening to us. See, the Most High only made the covenant with our ancestors, us. He only gave us the commandments. Psalm 147:19. He showed his word to Jacob. He only gave it to us. That's why in Amos 3:1, 3:2, he says, "You only have I known, Israel, of all the families on the face of the earth. Therefore, I'm going to punish y'all for y'all iniquities," because we have to keep the commandments. He made the deal with us. But a lot of us don't realize why we're going through this. So let's break it down again. Let's go to the punishment of Deuteronomy 28. We'll start at 15. This is what the Most High told Moses to tell our ancestors. "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Verse 29. "And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee." That means we ain't got no saving. Ain't nobody gonna come down here and save us but the Most High. And when he says we will only be oppressed, that means we will only face oppression and spoiled evermore, which means they only gonna take from us at all times. He says only oppressed, not successful. That's why black businesses don't survive. That's why. That's why everybody always takes from us. That's why. Because he says oppressed, only oppressed and spoiled forever. That means take from us. That's why they foot on our necks. We will only be oppressed. They don't say we're going to be successful. Because success is getting back everything that the Most High took from us, which is this world, everything in this world. But that's 29. Deuteronomy 28:36. "The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone." The Most High said he's going to send us to a nation that our fathers didn't know, that their fathers didn't know, that they didn't know. And there we will serve other gods, wood and stone. So that's why we serve Jesus here and everywhere we're in captivity, because the Most High said we were going to serve other gods that our fathers did not know. That's why they worship Jesus here instead of him. Verse 43. "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, and he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." That's why everybody can come into our communities and open up businesses, but we can't. That's why the strangers can come into our communities. Everybody takes their little lane. The Asians, okay, y'all got the beauty supply. The Arabs, okay, we're going to get y'all the tire shops and the corner stores. Africans, Hamites, we're going to get y'all the corner stores too. Negroes, Israelites, no, y'all don't get nothing. Hell no, y'all don't get a loan to start no businesses like we giving them. No, y'all don't get that. That's why I said it's a curse. 43. Most High said all the Gentiles was going to get above us and we were going to come down very low. They'll lend to us, but we ain't gonna be able to lend to them like we used to. That's why. He said, thou shalt be the tail, and they're gonna be the head. That's why we going through this. 45. "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. The Most High says all these curses are going to come upon us until we be destroyed, because we didn't listen. And we still won't listen. And he was telling Moses, it's going to be upon your seed forever, not for a sign and a wonder, because I'm going to make them forget who they are. But when they open this book and see they're the only ones that's going through this, they're going to know who they are. He said, because we didn't serve the Most High with joyfulness and with gladness of heart and an abundance of all things, which we still don't do. A lot of us still don't do. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. He send them against us, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee. The Most High said we're going to go to our enemies for everything. Clothes, food, water, which we do. Which we do because we don't own any of that stuff. 54. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. That's why we be fighting and killing each other. That's why we can't get along. It's a spiritual curse the Most High done put on us. He said we're going to have an evil. Don't we be mean mugging each other? That's what the Most High said. Because we didn't used to be that way. We used to look out for one another. That's why they say the black man and the black woman have relationship problems, but I see a lot of us still together. But that's why they say a lot of black men be leaving their kids, because the Most High said he's going to cause all of that. Say, I'm going to cause y'all to hate each other. I'm going to cause y'all to leave y'all children, which means leaving y'all families. He said, I'm going to cause y'all to do that because we hard-headed. We was hard-headed then, we damn so hard-headed now. Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom and toward her son and toward her daughter. Man, our women used to be so precious to us, we didn't even want the sole of their feet to touch the ground. Now, we just be at each other. We just be at each other, man. Woman got a lot of mouth. Brother got a lot of mouth. Disrespectful. Woman calling the God's daughters out their name. God's daughters out of order calling the brothers out their name, because that's what the brothers are doing. The Most High said he was going to cause all of that. Deuteronomy 28 and 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. That's why Jesus worship is taking root in our community. Moses and them didn't know Jesus. Our ancestors didn't know Jesus because he wasn't around. That's a false God. That's a fake God. But the Most High said, I'm going to scatter y'all amongst every people across the face of the earth. And there you're going to serve you're going to worship what they worship. You're going to serve the false gods that they serve, that's why all this stuff has taken root. Most High put that on us. Deuteronomy 28 and 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have no assurance of life. In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even? And at even thou shalt say, would God be it were morning? For the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. That's why we can't get no rest. That's why they always trying to kill us. The Most High said he was going to do these things to us. He says our lives are going to hang in doubt. We was going to be in fear day and night and have no assurance of thy life. We don't have any assurance of life when we walk out the house. We don't. He said in the morning, we're going to wake up like, damn, I wish it was evening. I wish the day was over. That mean I made it. And that evening, we're going to be like, damn, I wish it was morning if I can make it through the night. He said he was going to do all of these things to us because we were hard-headed, and we hard-headed now. So now you telling them, okay, that's what we going through. The Most High said you're only going to be oppressed They're only going to stomp on y'all damn neck and on y'all head because this is a punishment for me. So now you think, all right, everybody is together. They love us. The Most High said everybody on the face of the earth was going to hate us. And they do. And he said, I'm going to make y'all hate each other. And he does. And a lot of us do. Psalm 83. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, a noise, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. We are the Most High's people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. We are hidden because we don't know we the children of Israel. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. The Most High said everybody on the face of the earth. They can be fighting. They can be hating each other. But when it comes to cutting off the children of Israel and fighting together against us, the whole world was going to come against us. And they have. And they still doing it. He said they have consulted against thy people. They have consulted together with one consent. Their whole agenda is to kill off the children of Israel because the Most High said he going to make everybody hate us. Everybody. So that means they come together with one consent. These different kingdoms that you think ain't getting along, yeah, they are when it comes to just trying to destroy us. These different organizations, the government wouldn't lie. They wouldn't do that. They saying it all across the world. Yeah, every one of these countries that got Israelites in it, yeah, they're making all kinds of laws to destroy us, try to mandate things. So that's why they all come together, because they consult together, one consent, to cut off the children of Israel. Said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So the World Health Organization can come together with the CDC and the FDA, and they can come together with America. They can come together with Great Britain, with Asia, with try to in Africa, and all these countries, and say, yes, make them get that, make them put poison in their bodies. Make them do it. Make them do it. I don't care. Yeah, some of us may die, but who gives a damn if we can get rid of all of them or the majority of them? We don't care. They'll call that collateral damage. And I keep telling y'all, they're going to tell y'all what to do. They're going to tell us what we got to do. But they're going to tell you it's poison, and you still going to do it. And you still going to point the finger at your brother or sister and try to shame them if they don't. Not knowing that we in this together, whether you know it or not. Because they consult together with one consent. The government wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Because it's a punishment from the Most High. Yes, they would. They don't even have a choice but to do it, because that's what he has ordained them to do. Punish my people. Whoop my people. He said we will be only oppressed. He didn't say you were going to succeed and be successful long term now. He says only oppressed. Only. That's it. So when I hear us complaining about black businesses don't last, they don't know how to be professional, because the Most High said this ain't our rest. This ain't our kingdom. This is supposed to be a punishment. Punishment ain't supposed to be comfortable. We ain't supposed to get comfortable in this situation. We ain't supposed to be comfortable in these circumstances. We're not. But it's ending. It's coming to an end. So you cats that are selling out and going to the other side at the end of the game, that's crazy to me. But the Most High says he's not going to give everybody understanding. But I'm just saying, man, that's why. You think they wouldn't do that to us? That's their job to do that to us. The Most High programmed that to do that to us, programmed them to do that to us. But we got to wake up and understand what it is. They ain't trying to help us. Ain't nothing free. Them vaccines, them drugs cost money. Then they giving it to you for free. Then they paying you to bribing you, giving you stuff, and trying to shame you if you don't get it. Come on, man. Y'all got to be smarter than that. But if you don't know who you are, you don't know the agenda. Shalom.